What's up, team? Delina here with your Swyft HIIT Live workout. Let's get started with a warm-up. We're gonna go right into some jumping jacks. If you need to modify the jump, right here, just tap, alternating your toes out and in. Good. Get that blood flowing. Let's go. Got a great workout planned for you. Good. Go ahead and come to the bottom of your mat. You're going to step into a lunge. Deep lunge. Plant that back knee on the ground. Let's stretch out those hips. Great job. Welcome if this is your first time. It's great to have you join our HIIT session. The format of the workout is called 40-30. Let's go ahead and switch sides. 40 seconds of a strength training exercise, 30 seconds of a body weight sprint. So you're pretty much going to go through every exercise for about 4 rounds, so 4 sets, alternating to each exercise, one after the other. Go ahead and plant your hands on the ground. Go ahead and pump your heels into a downward dog, pumping your heels on the ground, alternating. Stretch out those calves, hamstrings. Good. Go ahead and bring your feet shoulder width apart. Come up, reach down to your toes. Straighten those legs. Keep your upper body down. Go ahead and walk it back out into a high plank. Stay right there. Go ahead and bring your shoulders ahead of the wrists so we're not leaning back. You're leaning forward, front and center. Anytime we do any movement that requires a plank, you're gonna always assume this posture right here. Come right back. Reaching the toes again, straighten the legs and come up slowly. Great job. All right, go ahead and come to the middle of your mat. We're gonna go into some air squats, feet shoulder width apart. Sit back into the squat. Right here, just taking your time. Good. So through the workout, I'm here to guide you and help you through. Every exercise has a modified version, and I'll go through that with you. So modify as needed. The goal is not to stop moving. Don't stop moving through the workout. So whatever you need to do to not stop, no matter what level you're at, you may need to modify. That's totally fine. Also, go at your pace, go at your 100%, put your all into it. Let's go. All right. We are gonna go back into a deep lunge. You're gonna step back, but you're not gonna plant your back knee on the ground. You're gonna keep it up, leaning forward. Good. Go ahead and switch sides. Keep that leg up. Great job. Good. Let's go ahead and go into a child's pose. Go ahead and tuck your left arm under your right and lay on the ground. Your left ear should be on the ground. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Back in the center, switch sides. Breathing through. Great job. All right, bring it up to a plank position. Once again, you're gonna walk your hands up, bring your feet, toes pointed out slightly, come down into a deep squat. I'm gonna come to the center to show you what this looks like. Elbows applying pressure to the insides of your knees, opening up the hips. Stay right there. You can also plant your hands on the ground and lean forward slightly to open the hips. 10 seconds. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and focus on one side. Apply pressure to the inside of your knee with your elbow. Grab the outside of your shoe and push. Great job, other side. Grab the outside of your shoe, apply pressure with your elbow to the inside of your knee. All right, come back to center. Straighten the legs. Allow your body to roll up. Great job. Hey, make sure you have some water nearby. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna demonstrate the first set of exercises. Your first exercise is a push-up reach. You're gonna come into a plank position. Elbows in your sides. Keep your shoulders ahead of the wrist. Coming down into your push-up slowly and coming back up. That's the full version. And then you are going to reach. Twisting to one side and to the other side. And repeat back into your push-up. Now here's the semi-modified version on your knees. Right here, you're still front and center, leaning forward. Slow and controlled. You can keep one knee on the ground, the other one straight, reaching up. Switch sides. Right there and right back. If you're new to push-ups, we have a modification for you. Come all the way on your tummy, hands on the sides of your chest, and you're only lifting your upper body, locking the arms out, and coming back down slowly. Now when you go to do your side reach, you can just come up on your knees or all the way up on your toes if you feel comfortable, alternating sides. That's the first exercise. Next exercise right after that is a bicycle crunch. Right here, you're gonna point your toes, bring your elbow to the opposite knee, twisting. Breathing out as you're twisting. All right, team, let's go. Let's get started. You've got about 5 seconds. Let's go. Push-up position in 3, 2, 1. Working. With this push-up, take your time. Slow and controlled. You want a quality workout. This isn't for speed. Dig those fingertips into the ground. Good, here's the modification on your knees. Slow and controlled. 10 seconds. Right here. Let's go, we got a few more seconds. Bicycle crunch in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Turn it around. Let's go, team. Point those toes. Keep them elevated up off the ground. Inches off the ground. We're not up here. Right down here. Breathing out as you twist. We got a few more seconds and we're back around in our push-up reach in 3, 2, 1. Turn it back around. Let's go, team. We're not wasting any time. Making every second count. Let's go. Focus. Good. Oops, look at me. I'm adding push-ups. One side, alternating to the other side, and then your push-up right there. Good, we got 10 seconds, team, and we're back in our bicycle crunch. In 4, 3, finish it out, 2, 1, turn it around. Let's go, point those toes. Keep those shoulders up off the ground. Take your time. Slow and controlled, we're not speeding through. Right here. Point the toes, slow and controlled. Breathing out as you're twisting. Resting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Great job, team. You are on fire. We're starting off strong, and we're gonna cap this workout off even stronger. All right, we got those 2 exercises for another cycle. Let's go, team. Starting in 4, 3, 2, push-ups, 1, let's go. Slow it down. Couple seconds down, couple seconds up. Right here. Slow and controlled, modify as needed. Right after this, a bicycle crunch. Keep your shoulders ahead of the wrists. Let's go, team.
10 seconds.
You got 10 seconds. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Let's go. We're pushing through. 3, 2, 1. Bicycle crunch. Let's go. Push through. Take your time. Pay attention to the muscles that are working. When you slow your exercise down, you notice what muscles are being activated. You got a few more seconds, and we're back around in our push-up reach. In 4, 3, finish it out, 2, 1, let's go. Turning it around. Working, team. That slow and controlled push-up. Turning, reaching, looking up towards your fingertips. Look at me, I'm adding that other push-up again. Right there. Reach to one side, reach to the other, and push up. Let's go. Keep that core nice and tight, solid. Let's go, team. Modify as needed. Bicycle crunch in 4, 3, 2, 1. Back around. Let's go. Point those toes. Breathing out as you're twisting, shoulders off the ground. Activating that core. Woo. Resting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, team, let's go. Great job. Get that water, and I'll demonstrate the next set of exercises. All right, next exercise. As you're resting, here's a demonstration. Single leg glute bridge. I like to add a little kick to it. We're gonna start on the right leg. You're gonna put your left foot on top of your right quad. Right here, you're gonna keep your heel to the ground, toes pointed up to the sky to get that full range of motion right here. Single leg glute bridge. There's a demonstration. Next exercise. Right after that, you're gonna stay on your back, bring your hands under your bottom, point your toes, keeping your feet up off the ground, inches off the ground, and right here we are flutter kicking. All right, team, let's go. We got a few more seconds. Starting in single leg glute bridge on the right leg. 2, 1. Let's go. We're working. Full range of motion. Tap that bottom on the ground. Come right back up. Let's go. Right after this, we got flutter kicks. Keep those toes pointed up to the sky. Good. If you want a little more of a challenge, right here, bring your knee up, drive your knee up as you come up. Flutter kicks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hands under your bottom, pointing the toes, inches off the ground, right here. Don't let those heels hit the ground. Bring your shoulders up off the ground. Breathing through. Let's go. Right after this, we got our glute bridges on the left leg. 10 seconds, team. Don't quit now. Push through. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get that other foot up over your left quad. Let's go. Tap your bottom on the ground. Come right back up. Right there. More of a challenge. You can drive your knee up as you come up into that bridge. Woo! Feeling it. Flutter kicks in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hands under your bottom. Pointing those toes. Flutter kicking. Good. Keeping those feet inches off the ground. Little kicks. Let's go. Breathing through it. 10 seconds. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting. Great job. Get some water. We have those 2 exercises for another cycle. Let's go, team. We're going to start glute bridges back up on the right leg. Your modification is resting your left foot on your right quad. Otherwise, just keep driving that knee up right here. Let's go. Let's work. Straighten it out when you come down. Drive it up. Let's go. Modification is right here. There's your modification. Full version. Straighten that leg. Point the toes. As you come up, you drive that knee up. Right there. 10 seconds. Flutter kicks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flutter kicks. Let's go, team. This one, we're speeding through a little bit. Breathe through it. Let's go, team. You got this. Push through. 10 seconds. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Right here. Here's your modification. That heel is planted on the ground. Toes up towards the sky. Resting that right foot over your left quad. Otherwise, you're straightening the leg when you come down. Driving it up. Driving that knee up. Keeping your toes pointed. This is not easy, guys. Keeping that heel on the ground, on your left leg. Left heel on the ground, toes up towards the sky. Let's go. A few more seconds. Flutter kicks in 4, 3, 2, 1. Working. You gotta rest right after this. We gotta make those rests count. Let's go. We're not quitting in the middle of the workout. You're pushing all the way through until that rest. Keep it going, team. Breathing through. 10 seconds. Don't quit at 10. Keep it going. Work harder. 3, 2, 1. Resting. Great job. Get that water. All right, as you're resting, I'll demonstrate the next set of exercises. We are in a bear crawl hold. We have a little extra kick we're adding to it. Here's a bear crawl if you're not familiar. In a plank position, keeping your shoulders ahead of the wrist at all times. The only change you're making is you're tucking your knees into a 90-degree angle. Your knees are slightly elevated off the ground. Here's the kicker, right here, alternating into a donkey kick, but keeping those knees elevated off the ground. Modification, knees are on the ground. You're flexing your foot, not pointing, flexing the whole time, right here, and alternating to the other side. This is your modification. Otherwise, get those knees up and kicking back. Next exercise right after that is a core tuck. So you're gonna get on your back, actually on your bottom. Your hands will be on the ground. Keeping your heels on the ground, pointing the toes. You're alternating each leg, tucking in, turning towards the knee that's being tucked in, and breathing out. You can keep your heels slightly elevated, or you can keep your heels on the ground for modification. All right, team, let's go. We got 7 seconds. We got a bear kick back. 2, 1, working. Get those knees elevated off the ground. Flex those feet. Alternating, keeping the rest of the body still. Keep it going. This is not easy. Working on balance. Whoo! This is a full body workout. Here's your modification on your knees. Right here. Keeping that foot flexed. We are not pointing the foot. Flexing the foot. All right. We've got our core tuck. 2, 1. Turn it around. Right here. Plant those hands on the ground for assistance. Point the toes. Upper body leaning back slightly, meeting your knee in the middle. Breathing out. We're working a lot of core today. Let's go. You got 10 seconds. Push through. We're back around in our bear kick back. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Turn it around. Shoulders ahead of the wrist. Even if you're modifying. Let's go. We're not leaning back. I want you to stay front and center. Keep that neck neutral, in line with the spine, looking straight to the ground. Let's go. Breathe in through. Modification is on your knees. You got 10 seconds and we're back in our alternating tuck. 2, 1. Let's go. Working. Point those toes. Breathing out as you tuck in. Modification, heels on the ground, right here. You got a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Resting. Great job, team. Woo! We have another cycle of those 2 exercises. Since you know what you're doing, take it up a notch. Let's go. You got this. We got a few more seconds. Bear kickbacks in 3, 2, 1. Working. Now typically, when we're at our 3rd, 4th set of the exercise, we usually tend to slow it down or we modify the entire time. In this case, we're doing it backwards. I'd rather you modify first and do the full version last, because you always want to finish strong. You always want to have the mentality that you're gonna Get out of that place of comfort. A lot of times we want to go back to being comfortable. You don't want that. You want to push through at all times. Alternating core tuck in 3, 2, 1. Turn it around. Let's go. If you didn't elevate your heels the first couple rounds, I suggest elevating them now. Challenge yourself as much as you can. When you learn that discipline, you'll be unstoppable. You'll always surpass the place of comfort, and that's where the results come. Back around in our bear kick back. Let's go, working. Right here. Front and center, let's go team. Keep it going. Flexing the feet. Modification is on your knees. Let's go. Breathing through, tap into that breath. You got 10 seconds and we're turning back around. Alternating core tuck in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it around, let's go. Right here, no modification, push through. Finish it stronger than when you started. Let's go. You'll never regret pushing yourself harder. You got 10 seconds. Let's go, team. I'm feeling it. You're feeling it. Push through. 3, 2, 1. You got that rest and you earned it. Let's go. Great job. Get that water. As you're resting, I'll demonstrate the next set of exercises. We've got a squat, walkout, roll. Roll. Look at me, I can't even talk, guys. A squat, walkout, row. Okay, you're probably like, roll? Where are we rolling to? No rolling, guys. All right, you're gonna come down into, actually point your toes outward slightly. Coming down into a deep squat. That back is up straight, that core is tight. You're gonna walk your hands out into a high plank. Right here is where you row, not roll, row. Alternating each side. Walk it back up into that deep squat, and you're gonna finish that squat out on your toes. Okay? Here's a modification. Come down as low as you can go. Right here, when you're in that plank, come down on your knees and row. Like you're pulling something off the ground with resistance. Get back on those toes and finish out your squat. Next exercise, right after that, are called hip ups. Right here, we're gonna come back, working on our core. Keep your legs straight, tuck your knees in, get those hips up, straight up. Just like that. All right, let's go, team. No time is waste. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Get into that deep squat. Walk your hands out. Row. Row on the other side. Walk it back. Finish that squat out on your toes. Let's go. Walk it back. On your toes. Slow and controlled. No speed in this. When you're pulling, grip as hard as you can and pull. Switching it up. Hip ups into 1. Let's go. Legs are straight. Tucking in, coming up. You don't need to straighten your legs at the top. You can just keep your knees bent right here. Breathing out when you bring those hips up. Right after this, we've got our squat walkout. A few more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat, walk out. Down into that deep squat. Protect that back. Row, row. Let's go. Up on those toes. Here's your modification. Walk it out. On your knees, you row. Get back on those toes and finish out that squat. We got a few more seconds and we're back in our hip ups in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it around. Let's go. Now, if you want, you can keep your hands under your bottom, right here. Slightly lift those hips off the ground. Breathing through. Let's go, team. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Well deserved. Let's go. Get that water. Prepare your mind for the next cycle. We have those 2 exercises again. Modify as needed. Let's go. Challenge yourself. Push through. We got this, team. Let's go. We got a few more seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Down into that squat. Protect that back. Rowing. Walk it back. Up on your toes and back down. Let's go. Focus, team. Let's go. Right after this, we've got our hip ups.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, team. Let's go. Push through. You can do anything for 10. 3, 2, 1. You see how quick 10 seconds goes by? Get those hands under your bottom to protect your back. Here we go. Point the toes. Breathing in when you're fully extended, breathing out when you tuck and come up. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Squat walkouts. Let's go right here. Walking it out. Row. Row. Take it back. Good. Let's go. Where am I going? This way. All right, we got a few more seconds. Back in our hip ups. In 3, 2, 1. See, guys, even I lose track of where I'm at. Swyft Live is what it's all about right here. Tuck in, hip up. Let's go. Keep it going. Stay focused. 3, 2, 1. Resting. Woo! Making this workout count. Let's go. All right. As you're resting, I'll demonstrate the last set of exercises right here. Woo! All right, we're gonna stand at the top of the mat. You're gonna step back into a lunge and you're gonna lift. We're sticking to one leg, focusing on one side. I'm starting with my right, stepping back into slightly diagonal direction. Deep lunge. You can even tap that knee on the ground lightly and kick back, pointing the toes, sticking to one side, alternating to the left leg the next round. Next exercise after that, are called ape steps. You're gonna come to one side of your mat, down into that deep squat that we love so much. Bring your hands to the side and carry yourself to the other side. Back and forth, right here. Ape step. All right, team. We got 10 seconds. Let's go. Let's finish this strong. Make it count in 3, 2, right leg, 1, let's go. And kick back. Come back down into that lunge. If you need to modify, here's what you do. You split it up so you can come up right here and kick that leg back and come back into that lunge. Otherwise, here's the full version, stepping back, kicking up, and back down to that lunge. Let's go. Right after this, ape steps. This is gonna be killer on the lower body, but worth it. A few more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ape steps. Let's go. Even if you're barely moving side to side, getting used to the movement, that's okay. Take your time. Small steps. Let's go. Work in the quads. You can feel it all in your lower body. We got 10 seconds and we're lunging on the left leg in 4, 3, 2, 1. Working. Let's go. Left leg, lift. Back down. That glute is tight the whole time. Modification, just come up in the middle and back into it. Let's go. 10 seconds, team. Back in our ape steps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right here. Keep it going, team. Stay focused. Let's go. Small steps, slow and controlled. Messing up on my words today. Resting in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Feeling that burn. Shake it off. We've got another cycle of those 2 exercises. Let's go, team. Woo! You guys are killing it. Push through. We got 10 seconds. This is our last cycle. Let's go. Back on the right leg in 2, 1. Working. Right here. Keep it isolated. When you step into that lunge, lean back slightly. Right here. Slow and controlled. Keep it going. Whoo, 10 seconds. Barely making it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ape steps. Right here. Keep it going. Stay focused. Right here. Tap into your breath. This is where you want to quit the most. Nope, let's go. Get it in your head that you're not going to quit, that you're going to finish it out. Every exercise you're going to finish out. Don't stop moving. Left leg, lunge. Let's go. Working. Woo! Feeling it all over my lower body. Let's make this count. Right here. This is where we finish strong. Right after this, we've got our last round of ape steps. Push through. You're at the end. Let's go. Make it count. Few more seconds, team. Let's go, focus. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, hardest part right here is to finish strong. But it's taken everything in you to get to this point. So put it all out there. Let's go. My legs are cramping up. I'm done. But I'm not done till the time's up. You got 10 seconds. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Shake it out, shake it out. Get those hands behind your head, open up the lungs. Deep breath in. Breathe out slowly. Oh, my quads are on fire. And I know yours are too. Give yourself a hand. You guys are amazing. Way to kill it. Hey, let's go into a cool down. Go ahead and stretch up to the sky. Good. Let's slow that heart rate down. Go ahead and lean. Stretching over to one side. Right here. Breathing through. Other side. Great job. All right, reaching up to the sky. Come down, touch your toes. Whoo! Go ahead and come into a deep squat. I still gotta slow down that heart rate and catch my breath. Bring the back of your palms together. Lean forward. Open up those lungs and breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Right there. That works every time. Come up slow. Woo. Arm circles back. Arm circles forward. The best thing you can do for yourself, one more time back, is invest in yourself. Self-care is so important, especially during this time. Take time for yourself. It was only, 40-minute workout, and you made it count the whole time. Way to push through. Once again, give yourself a hand. You guys are the best team to work out with. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Have a great rest of your day. Be sure to join the rest of our classes this week. Take a look at our schedule. Schedule your class. Let's go.